What up, my people? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yes, sir. Back in the building. We're back, y'all. What's up? Peace to everyone. I'm in here getting myself together, y'all, so y'all got to pardon yourself. I mean, in here moving around. Like I said earlier, special day today for my mother-in-law, so getting ready for that, getting ready to get so fresh and clean. We'll be back on the check-in. Peace to everybody out there on this Saturday, man. It's raining here in New York. I don't know what the weather look like where y'all at, but I hope whatever the weather's like where you at, y'all will be all right. Welcome back to the No Dub Zone podcast. For the first timers, regulars, everybody, what's up? We're gonna get into this boxing. Got Javon Bruce Ennis. I just finished watching the prelims to the other DAZN fight overseas. I didn't get to see everything. I had to freshen up, so I stepped away from a few stuff. It'll be coming back on at 2 o'clock. Dave Allen and versus this other guy. I can never pronounce some of these guys' names, but we're gonna get into that. And then we got Javon Bruce Ennis versus Lim. Got my brother Crush, the legend that's supposed to be coming through. So we'll time for him to come through. But until then, we just gonna do what we do. All right, so let's get into this boxing talk. For my newcomers, my regulars, everyone that's just stopping by, we're looking for a different channel to go to, and that came here. Welcome to the No Dub Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, my people. Mind you, I told you as I'm talking to y'all, I'm moving around. So if it sounds like I'm moving away, it's because I am, because I'm dipping. I figure I can kill two birds with one stone. I can talk to y'all and move around. So today's a very important fight day. It's a lot of boxing today. Nobody shouldn't be complaining about nothing. We just had a DAZN card, prelims. We're about to have another one. Then we're going to have another card later on tonight with some prelims in Philly. So from Philly to across the water, there's a lot of boxing going on today. So y'all shouldn't be able to tell me that there's no boxing. There's nothing to talk about because there's plenty. Excuse me as I'm moving around, y'all. Remember I told you I'm going to take y'all with me as I'm moving around my house. Got to grab a few things. But yeah, so it's plenty to talk about today. Now, I'm not familiar with everybody that's on the card. The Boots card, I'm only familiar with maybe, it's about two or three people I'm familiar with on there. But it's a decent card that I can't knock. It's a very decent card. Smash that like button coming in, y'all. So, okay, Javon Bruce Ennis, his first fight tonight at 54. I understand a lot of you guys are upset with it. A lot of you don't want to support it. Because I know, like I said before, it's an opponent that none of us are familiar with. But you got to start somewhere, right? And I won't discredit him for it. I see a lot of people doing it. I was on Facebook and I seen this guy say he's fighting another bum, and I'm like, well, it's kind of hard to call somebody a bum when if you never did it before, because if this was Ortiz, you guys wouldn't have much to say. So once again, if this was Virgil Ortiz, you guys would be sitting there saying, yeah, this is a fight. And as soon as if Ortiz goes in there and gets destroyed, then it's like, I bet you he can't do it to Fedora. Because that's what y'all do. Can't be satisfied. I still haven't looked Lim up. I was supposed to did it about a week ago, and I told you I was gonna come by to address him, but he's 14-1. Not a bad record. Not a record like Boots, but it's not a bad record. And the guy might not be so bad after all. I always try to give some of these fighters the benefit of the doubt. I don't ever want to walk in just bashing them. Um, at least that's what I try not to do. 154 just took a little turn. 154 just took a turn for the worse. Um, I don't know if y'all know that Sebastian Findor is injured, so the fight for the 25th of this month is off. It's off. So that kind of sucks. So now we have to figure out what happens between what's going to happen with Keith Thurman and who's going to replace Findora for the 25th, or is the whole card off? So, we don't know that, and we got to figure that out. So, yeah, it took a blow, though, but, it is what it is. What I want to ask y'all is what y'all expect Jerome Bruce Ennis to do tonight. What do y'all expect Jerome to do? Because a lot of you guys are like, we expect him to go in there and knock this guy out by a certain round. Because you know how y'all are. Y'all come in demanding, right? We expect him to knock him out. We expect him to stop him. What do y'all think happens tonight? What do y'all want to see Jerome do? I just want to see Jerome go in there and box beautifully. That's what I want to see him do. I'm banking on this guy giving him a fight. Um, I'm not expecting this to be no walk in the park for Jerome. Excuse me, y'all. Let me bring my camera up a little close. If I seem far away, just forgive me. I am far away. I got something I'm doing right now. But I'm going to make sure y'all still hear my voice. I just talked about this, like I said, not too long ago, about Gerard. And I'm going to just break it down like this, that, it's a lot of times we try to make sense out of shit that don't make sense. What don't make sense to me is to complain about every time you don't see a boxer in the position that you think he should be in. We find a reason to complain about it. Now, of course, we all would love to see, like I told you before, we would love to see Jerron in that big fight. But of course, if somebody doesn't want to fight you, or you can't get guys to sign on the dotted line, or they ask for a certain amount of money, and you feel like that's not worth giving them, what can you do? Now, some of you guys will say give it to them if that's what they asking for. So you just give somebody money because they asking for it? Does a job just give you something because you asking for it, or do you have to work for it? Did you earn it? When you ask for a raise and you're not doing what you're supposed to do at your job, and you don't have great hospitality, you think your job is just going to give you a raise because you asked for it? It's not how the world works, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we knew that by now. So, a lot of times, what don't make sense to y'all is because you're not in that position. Um, just because a fighter hollers they want this amount of money, that doesn't mean that that's what they're guaranteed to get that. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to come read the comments in a minute. Okay, so I always try to go out my way to make this shit make sense. Because a lot of times it don't. But if you know the sport of boxing and you study the business, a lot of shit happens the way it does. Um, or we get upset because there's a lot of things we don't understand. There's a lot of things to us that don't make sense. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Yeah, babe. So, okay, sorry, y'all, I had to come back. So, um, and I always try to explain things the best way I can, the best way I know how, and not try to sound like anybody else. Um, Only thing I can say is after today, no matter what happens or how it happens, y'all will find a reason to do what y'all do best, and that's complain. When all that is not necessary. So it doesn't matter what Boots does tonight or how he does it. I'm good. No matter how he does it. Um, we would look for the littlest things. He could have boxed better. He could have did this. He could have did that better. I'm just satisfied with the victory. Um, Rather if he stops a guy, knocks a guy out, however he does it. If you looked on my thumbnail, you would know what I'm talking about. It says on my thumbnail. Um, and that's just how it is in the sport. Yeah, that's why we have thumbnails so people will know what we talk about. That's why we put thumbnails on. That's why thumbnails exist. Bang, what up? Um, so no matter how he wins today, it's all right. It's all good. Um, no matter what Boots does tonight or how he does it, if he does not look the way that y'all feel he should look, of course he's gonna get criticized. And then the question becomes is, oh, he can't, Yeah, I am excited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see. And the crazy thing about it is, look at, and I told Bang, you wasn't here when I said it, and I hate repeating myself. Roy Jones wasn't always in the biggest fights. Mike Tyson wasn't always in the biggest fights. We have a lot of guys who always wasn't in the biggest fights where we question their opponents because we weren't familiar with them. Why do we act like Boots is the first guy that he's having fights and whenever it's somebody we're not familiar with, we look for a reason to complain. I don't understand why that's running rampant with y'all. Why y'all do that? I mean, help me to understand what's that about. Because he's gonna have to get his feet wet at 54. Now I'm sure after this, it's probably going to be a big name. Will it be Virgil? We don't know. I know that's what the streets is. That's what the people are, we want. Hey, I want it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll be next. I could see Virgil Ortiz and Jerron Bruce Ennis being a summertime showdown, rather if it's in Texas or Pennsylvania or Vegas, for that matter. I got Boots beating Virgil. I like to see him fight back on Rome Zayas. Who else is the champ at 54? Fundora. You want to take them with you, keep them out there. Oh no, that got enough ice in it. That got enough ice. That would do you good. You're gonna leave that out there. Yeah, Fundora. Um, who else at 54? I gotta look it up. I don't even know if Virgil has a title. Yeah, I don't know if Virgil has a title. I think he does. Um, excuse me, because sometimes I don't keep up with a lot of them guys. But yeah. I think after this, see, the thing is this too. When you move into a new weight class, you don't want to just jump into deep water, and people don't understand that. So when these dudes be bitching and complaining, and yo, why that's him? Why fighting him? Yo, what do you expect somebody to walk in? Everybody can't. Some people are not gifted like that, and I'm not taking nothing away from Jerron. But some people are not gifted like that, where they could just walk into a new division and just take over. Now I'm sure whatever his first fight would have been, he would have took it, no matter what the name was. But if people don't sign on the line, or if people want a lot of money for you, what are you to do? Two things: you won't fight me, or if you do, you want this certain amount of money. I'm not giving you that. Exactly. We have to see how you do against Lima, and that's what I'm saying. So when people are angry about why is that his first opponent, every fighter that we know from the '80s to the '90s to the 2000s, every fight they've been in wasn't a big fight. Sometimes standing across that ring, you looked and said, "Who the hell is this guy, and why is he fighting him?" It could go the distance. It could definitely will. I'm giving. I'm not. I'm. Listen, I like to give. Just because we don't know who's across the ring, that doesn't mean we can't give a guy his credit just because we're not familiar with him. And that's what a lot of these so-called boxing fans like to do. They like to stick to who they're familiar with, who they're comfortable with. And I get it. I get it. I get it. You don't know nothing about the other guy. You don't want to chance it. What if I go on this? What if I go against? What if I go against Javon Buchanan and Javon beats him? Well, it could be the other way around too. This is boxing. Anything's possible. This is not a video game where you can control what go on. A lot of y'all think in y'all mind y'all playing the video game. This ain't fight night. You can't control what goes on. Now you can make all the fantasy fights you want in the video games, but in real life, it's about business, and shit got to make sense. And there's just gonna be some fights that we want, that we crave for, that it's not gonna happen right then and there because there's a build up. And sometimes guys are just not interested. You got guys who don't want to help guys sometimes. They hate them that much, but they don't want to break bread with them. I'm not helping you to feed your family. I don't like you. I fight you is gonna be a boring fight. And I'm like, okay, but what does that got to do with us getting together making money? You hear how crazy that sounds? But a lot of y'all are not gonna understand that because we're too busy out here being fanboys. It's not hard to understand the business of boxing. Um, when you sit and pay attention to how all this shit goes. Let me take my phone and put it over here. I'm still moving around, y'all. So y'all give me a second. Lima comes, country that never had a world champion. He's coming to make a statement, and that's why this fight is. Yes. Yes. And I won't, but you know, the thing is, Bang, Boots can go out here and look impressive, and they won't credit him. That's a damn shame though. It's like every generation we pick on, every fighter that comes out, there's something great about them. It's giving them their credit, we down them. And these fighters know this. They know this. They know this. And it don't make it no better when the media participates in the bullshit by discrediting the fighter. That's something that I can never understand or why. Yeah, of course, they always gonna find something to criticize. I don't care what it is. They're always gonna find something to criticize. And you like, bro, come on, man. You just like, can you give the man some credit? They always do it. And that's what makes the sport of boxing so, not the sport, but this is what makes the conversation so boring and why I don't participate in a lot of conversations. And you don't see me on a lot of panels or channels really talk, man. I be doing my own thing sometimes because I can't go to a place or be somewhere where it's just constant complaining. And then they'll tell you that it's not complaining. It is complaining. This ain't fight night. This ain't a video game. You can't control what go on. It might be easier to make a Jerron Boots Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz in a video game. It might just be. But that's not to say it won't happen in real life. Right? Might be easy to make a Boots versus Crawford in a video game. You probably got a better chance of doing that than you do in real life. Right? Wilder versus AJ. You might not get that in real life. You probably got a better chance of doing that in the video game. Do y'all understand where I'm going with this? Does this make sense? It's just certain things you're not gonna be able to do. So yeah, that part, y'all. Y'all give me a second.
Because that ginger ale wasn't going to do nothing. I'll make you thirsty.
Yeah, I know. So, me, I like to be less criticized, unless it's something that bothers me, like the November 14th. I criticize that all the time because that's just a shit show. But anyway, I'm excited to see, like Bang said, I'm excited to see what Boots will bring to the table. And rather if Boots looks that good or not, I'm still going to not criticize him. Thoughts on you? Well, that's what he does. This is why I don't pay no attention to him. And this is why I don't think the media should pay attention to him, Bang. It's a lot of these fighters that I know as media guys, it's kind of hard to say, we media guys, we supposed to pay attention. We don't have to pay attention to every little thing that these fighters do. Because everything that they do is not worth getting up here talking about. Because a lot of things that they say and do, they know the media is going to get up and talk about it. They know the media is going to do it. So unless you're giving us a big fight, there's something to talk about. But if you up here clout chasing and I'm fighting you today, then I'm fighting this person tomorrow, and I'm fighting you next week, then I'm not gonna waste my time announcing or bringing your name up on my show. That's just me, right? Because what it is that all the channels will start doing it. Everybody's doing it. Oh, every channel you go to, damn, they talking on this channel, that channel, that channel. And then when you really look at it, it ain't nothing that you talking about because there ain't no fight happening. We talking about a guy who changes opponents probably just as much as he changes draws. And he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, Bang. That's why I don't too much pay attention to dude. I don't. I really don't. But for some people, it seems like he can easily get to people. No, Bang, seriously, Bang, I'm being real with you. I'm not trying to be an asshole. This is why when I create my content, I do it different. You got to give me something to talk about. I'm not going to talk about, if I know that you're known for clout chasing, I'm not going to keep talking about you. There's no room on my show to keep talking about people who are not doing anything. Did you hear what this fighter said? Did you hear what he said? He made this racial comment. He said this. He used the N-word. Okay. So am I supposed to sit on my show for 3-4 hours talking about him? Is it right that he did it? Hell no, it ain't right that he did it. But I'm not about to make him more popular than what he is by constantly talking about him when there's other fighters out here that need that shine that we should be talking about. Prospects and amateurs. I'm not wasting my time on these dudes who every fucking 2 or 3 years, every time they come up in the media, they being put in the media for the same behavior, and all we doing is keep reporting the same shit. If you can't create your own content and can't find some shit to come up with, and you got to wait for one of these fighters to do something, to say something, to make content, you got a problem. They won't because yeah, he do be playing with him because you know why? He's not the only fighter though. A lot of these fighters do shit because they know the media is gonna react off it. They know the media is gonna eat it up. And while they sitting somewhere chilling on vacation or in the gym around their family, they know that we sitting home online and we getting ready to target them. They say it all the time. You want to see the media go crazy? Watch me say this. Watch how they respond. I told y'all this before. Watch it. Watch. I'm going to say this, right? Even if I'm not serious. Watch me say this and watch how they respond. I feel sorry for a lot of these dudes who just give these dudes attention. That's who I feel sorry for because they fall for the okie doke. Underrated. What's up? They fall for the okie doke. All the time. Not me. Not me, man. I enjoy boxing a little different from the rest of y'all. I enjoy boxing way different from when y'all do. A lot of y'all are bunch of fake ass wannabe boxing fans, and y'all just want to say that y'all are part of it. I deal with it different. I look at it different. Yeah, I know it. I love it a little different from y'all. So there's things that I see. There's things that I see. There's things that I see and understand that y'all don't see and understand. So yeah, I don't pay attention to that dude. I'm waiting to see what's going on with him and Shakur. If something ain't made by a certain time, I'm not even entertaining it. I was gonna talk about it, but I didn't want to talk about it, and then nothing happens with them. So as far as right now, um, if I don't hear something from them by the end of the year or in a couple of weeks, matter of fact, T.O.'s in New York this week. He will be actually commentating on the Danny Garcia fight this week. I'm sure that question is gonna come up. And I'm sure Shakur might be in the city this week. Who knows? Um, I'm not going for nobody in that. I'm gonna enjoy that fight. I'm gonna be talking about that in a couple of weeks because they fight next month. I'm gonna get into that because it's not close enough for the fight for me to really talk about it just yet. But I like both of them. I know more about Haney than I do Brian Norman, but I think it'll be a good fight. I think it'll be a good fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a card. Um, and Yeah, I never got to talk about Devin Haney and Ryan Norman, but in a couple of weeks I'm gonna be talking about it. Appreciate you, underrated. In a couple of weeks I'm gonna be talking about it. It's gonna be great. Um, Not a great action, but yeah, man, I'm just bang. I'm different with it, man. I don't have a lot of worries that people be having in these YouTube streets. A lot of shit that these cats worry about. I don't really trip off it. Does it bother me? Um, Sometimes it does. Sometimes when I see fighters do something or this doesn't happen, that doesn't happen, it'll bother me. But I know I have no control of it. And me crashing out about it on my live for 4 or 5 hours is not going to change. Um, it's not going to change what's ever going on. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, he it's. I don't pay attention to TFPMO half of the time, man. That dude just excuse me, y'all. That dude is gonna be him. He's gonna be him, and I don't feed into it. At least I try not to, right? So, like I said, there's a lot of things that dude say and do that people gonna react off it. John, what up? I'm not giving him no type of. I'm not giving him that type of attention. I'm not giving none of these guys the type of attention unless they're fighting, really fighting somebody, and it's signed on the dotted line. Then we can entertain them all day. But if they ain't really doing none of that and they just saying stuff, they being prejudiced, or you think they being prejudiced because they using the N word 10 times, yeah, it's not cool for them to do it. And I'm not gonna make them feel more important by talking about them. Because then when somebody's not talking about them, they're gonna wonder why they're not. Because now they go, okay, what's up with social media? What's up with social media? Ain't none of these channels talking about me. Well, damn, if they're not talking about me, then let me make up something and give them a reason to talk about me. Half of the stuff that these fighters say, they don't be meaning that shit for real. There's only a small portion of them that do. A lot of them are doing it because hey, look, if you ain't talking about them, they feel like, then what you talking about if you ain't talking about me? I'm the hottest thing in boxing. So if you ain't giving, listen, the attention is not on me, then I got to come up with something to make sure all the attention is on me. This is what they do. This is what they do, and I give them no attention. If you're not telling us who you fighting or when you fighting them, I'm really not interested in you. But because he used the N word 20 times or and said this and said that, and I'm not just talking about him, I'm just talking about in general. I have no time for none of that crap. Tell me who you fighting. That's what you do. Who you fighting is what I'm interested in. All that other stuff, I'm not interested in. Because my thing is, if I'm going to support you, I'm going to support you. And if I'm not going to support you, then hey, I'm just not going to support you. I mean, it's not hard. It's really not hard when you think about it. And this is why it's so easy for me to be me. This is why I make it look easy. I make it look easy because I have a mind of my own to control how I think the way I want to think and how I look at stuff. The way I look at stuff may not be the way you look at it. And that's cool to agree to disagree. What Boots goes out there and does tonight, I got no beef with it. I got no issue with Jerron goes out there and do. Jerron can go out there and be Jerron. Lim can go out there and do whatever he does. If he puts up a great fight and he makes Boots look a certain way, hey, it happens. Did you forget he's been at 54 longer than Boots? He has 14 fights. What's the matter with y'all? So if Boots can't go out there and blow him out, then Boots maybe he needs to go to back to 50. Excuse me, go back to 47. I mean, what do y'all want? I don't get what y'all want. I don't get it. Oh, we want him and Virgil. All right, well, be patient. Be patient. I told you this is not fight night. You can't get what you want. Everything takes time. I'm sure next year is going to be a great year. It's going to be a stacked year at 154. It's going to be a stacked year, and I can only imagine some of the fights that we're going to see. But y'all got to remember, a lot of this take time, y'all. Just be patient. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy boxing. That's what I'm gonna do. We got the zone boxing all day today. Across the water, we got across the water, and we got Philly. What is there to complain about? That's what I want to know. Because Monday morning, or it's really starting tonight, there shouldn't be no arguments or disagreements about anything on TV. Yeah, well, this is why I don't entertain that dude, man. That's why I don't pay attention to none of that, man. Like I see it, but I don't even really be caring about what it because when it comes to him, bang, I don't care nothing about that dude. And it has nothing to do with him throwing the N word around. There's a lot of these fighters. There's a few of them I can say I really don't care nothing about because a lot of them are worse than these trolls on YouTube. They clout chasing. So it's a lot of them anyway that I don't pay attention to. A lot of them be knowing what they doing. And I just don't, I really don't have no cares for them. I respect every man for being able to put gloves on and get in that ring because I don't think I could do it. I've done it for sparring and working out, but I in real life, no, I don't think I can. I'll try because sparring is totally different from actually competing. But um, I just like I said, when y'all see when I do my content, I do my shit different. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this is not the channel where I bring you drama and I don't have 100 people in here and you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. I'm that it's never gonna be that over here. It's never gonna be that over here, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. But I can't give you that. I can't give you something that's not me. Just can't. There's some people that's good at doing it. I just not. I'm not one of those. I mean, if y'all gonna go upside my head for speaking how I feel, there's something is wrong with your mental because you don't want to go somewhere and people are not being them, and then when they start acting a certain way, now you're gonna go, what the hell is wrong with him? It'd be best if you just be yourself. So that's what it is for me. I got no I got no issue with this whole Boost joint. Got no issue with it. Like this whole conversation with him and Crawford. I don't get caught up on that. I don't get caught up in all that. Because what's the point to keep getting caught up in that and it don't happen? Now, at some point, could it happen? Man, it probably could. It probably could happen. We can't say what'll happen, but I don't dwell on it. Of course, everybody wants to see it, but I won't dwell on it. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, I'm not gonna lose no sleep. And I'm sure not about to be up here explaining why it didn't happen. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Whatever boxing gives us, whatever we feel like accepting from them that they give us, we don't have to accept it. We could easily decline and say, I'm not interested in seeing that. Until that guy can get somebody that I want to see, I don't want to see it. I can't respect a man that talks about what he's going to do and when it's put in position to. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely weird, Bang. But also, mental health is serious. And and misleading, which that was the word for the day on my show this morning. That was the word of the day, misleading. You have a lot of people in this world misleading. Some of these content creators are misleading. Some of these trolls, misleading. You might have some of these fighters misleading, making people think that this is what it is and then it ain't. Trying to play like they real and they've been fake the whole time. That's the problem we got, Bang. It's too much misleading. It's too much people listening to this person and that person. Steady people having a mind of their own. We jumping on the bandwagon. This is why I say when these fighters do shit, I don't really pay attention to it. I might glance at it, but it's not really nothing where I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna go on my show to talk about this. Because if you see it's a pattern of fighters putting shit out, knowing that the media is gonna eat it up. And then when the media eats it up and you say something crazy, now you get ran down on by somebody from the entourage that's with that fighter, or you get some email from YouTube saying, oh Lord, you can't do that. We gotta take that down. I ain't gonna be ran up on by nobody, no fighter, no entourage, no none of that shit. And on top of that, I don't need YouTube taking something from me that I worked hard for. Oh yeah, they get in their feelings all the time, Bang. They're gonna get in their feelings all the time. Bang, you can go places to try to have a conversation with somebody and we could agree to disagree. But Bang, if you disagree with me, I'll never throw you out of here because you disagree with me. We gonna disagree and then we gonna leave it like that. Keep it pushing. We ain't nothing that we got to keep dragging. Well, now it goes outside of boxing. I'm not doing it. A lot of y'all like doing it. Y'all get y'all rocks off with negativity, which makes me question some of you dudes. We could agree to disagree. Yes, sir. I'm not sitting here trying to chop your head off and knock your head off because you don't agree with me, or hey, you might like Tiafimo, and hell, I could like Devin Haney, and then now we're arguing about why you like him. And man, nobody got time for that silly shit. Ain't nobody got time for none of that, bro. Grown man over here. We got a lot of boxing today. Guess what? I'm sitting back and I'm watching boxing. I'm not sitting back arguing boxing. I'm not sitting back debating boxing. I'm sitting back watching boxing today. Just told you they got a fight over across seas with the zone. They got something in Philly. Danny Garcia fights this week in New York, Barclays Center. Bang, what's up? You in there? They got the media workout going on in Gleason's gym this Thursday, 2:30. They got the press conference in weigh-in the same day, Barclays Center. Y'all think somebody, all this stuff going on, y'all think somebody finna sit around and just be arguing boxing, man? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all gotta be kidding me, man. Come on now. Come on now. It ain't that serious, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't never been. But y'all making it. But it ain't never been. I'm just saying, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't have no time for that, ladies and gentlemen. I will swear I won't. Not one time you're gonna see me sit in my house and wait for a story to drop on Fight Hype, Fight Hub, Dante's Boxing, anything, so I could come up here and be like, yo, you know what? For about 4 hours, we gonna talk about this because he said he was gonna fight that man. Now he owes us an explanation. Man, ain't nobody got time for that shit. Cause I know sometimes that paperwork ain't always gonna look like that paperwork. And what I mean by that is, you know how they always we sent the contract. We sent this, we sent that. And then when you talk to the fighter or the coach, they go, we ain't never heard it. No, ain't nobody sent nothing to us. So while we on the arguing behind closed doors, both of the sides don't even know what's going on. Well, we sent them a contract. Then come to find out there was never no contract ever been sent. But we gonna sit here and be up here defending these people when we don't even know what's going on. We don't even know what's going on. We talk like we in these offices, like we in these meetings. We don't know shit. We talk more boxing than we make it to our kids' schools to see how they doing. We don't even know what they damn doing in school, but we gonna sit here and know everything that's going on in the sport. Come on, man. Y'all better wake up. We going on 2026. Y'all better wake up. Y'all ain't figured this out yet? Huh? Come on, talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. I didn't just start this. I mean, I'm creating content, baby. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what the rest of y'all doing. Do what you want to do. What you do it ain't gonna affect me. It's just not. A lot of it just don't be making no sense to me. Smash that like button, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Now, of course, tomorrow, um, I don't know if I'm gonna do the morning chop up tomorrow. I might come in and do the Jerron Bruce Ennis to get it out the way. I'll think about it. Tomorrow might be a day I just want to rest. Lately I've been doing this every day. So I don't know how I might feel um, for tomorrow, but I'll make some decisions on it. I'll sit and think about what I want to do before I actually. But I will be live tomorrow. Ain't no doubt about that. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll be live. I'll be live. Ain't no doubt about that. So tonight, for the real fans, not for the complainers, but for the real fans, um, sit back and enjoy it. Right? That's all we can do. Hold on. So, excuse me, y'all. I'm moving around, so just bear with me. Just bear with me. I'm moving around, y'all. But yeah. To see where 54 is going, it's sweet. It's a nice division. I like it. You know, this is Bruce. Welcome. welcoming him to 54. And what better place to welcome him than right there in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Wish I could have been out there for it, man, but I had to celebrate my mama's. I, man, I wish I could have been, but that's okay. Y'all gonna see me this week. Danny Garcia show, Barclays. Next Saturday is going down. I'm gonna be in the building. It's the Danny Garcia show. So it's gonna be up next week, y'all. It's gonna be up next week. I'm telling y'all be around to see what's happening next week with me. Um, got a couple amateurs too. I got to catch up with y'all. So I'm gonna be making some things happen. Might not necessarily this week. I mean, not necessarily probably next week. It is my wife's birthday, so like I told you, I got to bust some moves. So that's what we gonna get going. But everybody, man, I want y'all to enjoy your Saturdays, man. Enjoy your Saturday today. Sit back, get you some popcorn, get you some alcohol, get you some bud, um, whatever it is that you're doing. Get that and enjoy yourself. This is a really a day to sit back and enjoy yourself. It's raining over here in the city, so but it's all good though. We gonna still step out and go have us some fun. And y'all make sure y'all do that. If you didn't check my show for this morning, go back and check it. Go back and check the morning show. It was great this morning. If you have not been a part of the morning show, um, then come on and check the morning shows out. I'll be live tomorrow morning. Come check it. Come see what it's about. We have a lot of dope conversations. I'm always trying to full people up with gems. Always dropping gems on them. Try to fill your belly with gems, man. You know what I mean? Because we all can use that. 3 o'clock yet? 2:54. No, I gotta wait till 3:0. When I come on here, y'all, like 3:0. I came on. I came on 2:01, 2:02. So yeah, gotta wait till about 3:01, 3:02, and I'm gonna get off. But after tonight, no matter what happens, like I said, hopefully 4 months we can see Jerron back in there. So see Jerron back in about February, March would be cool. And it's great though because think about it, right? Like I said, we got Jerron fighting tonight, Virgil Ortiz next month on the 8th. Who knows? Who knows if February, March? Just mark my words, and if it don't happen, that's cool. Hold on, y'all. So, yeah, who knows? February, just mark my words. February or March, we might see him. Could be very well be a Jerron Bucenis versus Virgil. And if it's not the next fight, I'm still not mad because hey, things take time. Yo, what up, Red? What's going on, my guy? You came through. Appreciate you. Hold on. Let me get you. There we go. Yeah. Appreciate you. RGM in the building. Appreciate you, good brother. Yeah, I'm taking it down after 3 o'clock because I gotta bust some moves. But I was just explaining to the people, RG, that this boots, this boots, we can't look past this opponent tonight. So before we get super excited and we all worry about who his next opponent is, before he can even get to the next opponent, we have to worry about who's in front of him, right? But even if he gets past him, and I hope it's earned, he earns it by really beating the hell out this dude if he got to, if he wants to make a statement in 154. Now, either people can see that and it could be an eye opener, or they can go, I don't want to fight Boots, and or you're gonna have to, which they're doing now. You're gonna have to pay me way more. No, not today. Norman and Haney is not until next month on the 22nd. It's just Boots today. Yeah, Norman and Haney, when they fight, that's not even in America. That's in Saudi. That's on November 22nd. I'll definitely be tuned in. I'm gonna talk about that fight. Somebody just asked me that. I'm gonna talk about that fight since it's not time yet. I'm gonna talk about it in the next couple of weeks, probably about 3 weeks. About in the next 3 weeks, about 2, 3 weeks, I'll be talking about it. Jeff Spark, my brother, what up? Yeah, that's the turkey card. That's the card that has David Benavides on it and Anthony Yard. And then it has Abdullah Mason on there. It's a pretty dope card. It's a pretty dope card. I can't wait. I'm gonna talk about that in the next couple of weeks. I talked about David the other day, but I never got to get to Anthony Yard. I'm gonna get to him. Um, so as much as people want Boots and Virgil, if it can happen in the next 4 months from now, that would be great. We get that card. We get that fight February, March. Cool. We might not get it though. Who knows? We don't even know what happens in Virgil and Lubin. See, because we're gonna look past the opponents. Boots can't look past Lim. Virgil can't look past Eric Lubin. And just because you've seen another guy do something, that doesn't mean, well, he should beat this guy. It's not that he can't do the same, D Brown. If nobody's challenging him every time he throws an offer out, what is he to do? It's not him. If he throws an offer out and then people ask him for too much money or he can't get nobody to step up, I mean, what could he do? I mean, it's his first fight at 54. Think about it. Every fighter that you've seen, right, didn't always have a top fighter in the ring with them. Roy Jones had a lot of guys that on his resume none of us is familiar with. But there was a lot of times he couldn't get guys to get in there with him. I'm not too much mad at this fight. I'm not gonna lie, D Brown. When I first heard, I was like, "Who is this guy?" I'm not gonna lie, D Brown. I was like, "Who is this guy?" And I still haven't done my homework on them. Um, I know he's a natural 54, but I still haven't done my homework on him. Vay, I see you, sis. I'm tonight. I'm gonna see what he gonna do. If I had enough time now, D Brown, I'll look him up. But I'm actually in the middle of moving around. But I'm gonna look him up and see what he gonna do, D Brown. Let's hope D Brown after tonight, and then after November 8th, we can get Ortiz and Boots. Hopefully in the next 5, 6 months we can get it. Let's hope. We just got to keep our fingers crossed. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But if it don't happen, I'm kind of not disappointed because man, a lot of times these guys want a certain amount of money, man, and I don't know, man. I don't know, D Brown. I really don't, brother. I never try to act like I know D Brown. I'm a content creator that's not finna be like the rest of these guys that's assuming he knows everything. I don't know shit. I'm still learning the business. There's part of the business that I wanna learn about contracts and how this works and how that works. A lot of these dudes, you just see them come on YouTube screaming and shit like they work for the fighter, like they've been in the fighter's camp. I can't do none of that, man. I'm still learning. My job is to learn so I can help the people who don't know so they can learn. And if y'all know something, D Brown, like I don't know D Brown, you know something I don't know, D Brown, I would love for you to come and put me on. I would love for you to come and put me on, D Brown, because I don't know everything, and I ain't finna sit up here and act like because I'm a content creator. I know. I don't. I know just a little more than these dudes that don't know shit, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm looking for you guys to give me answers. Because being a content creator and having a channel don't mean you know shit. You can learn from your subscribers. So I'm like, let's see what happens though, man. Let's see what happens. That would be great to have a fight in February and March. But what I don't want is if that fight does happen, I don't want nobody to make an excuse for either man. If Virgil happens to get stopped, I don't want people to be like, Virgil ain't as good as we think he is now. No, it's just, hey, styles make fights. All right, babe. Peace. Rest up. So, yeah, pretty much that's how it goes, though, man. That's how it goes. Um, Look, I love y'all. Y'all know as always, I appreciate you. D Brown, come on back again, brother. Subscribe to the channel if you like, brother. We gonna finish this conversation. Um, I probably will not be back on again tonight because there's too much boxing going on. I got a celebration tonight, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I might be back on tomorrow and we can finish chopping this up about it. Uh, RGM, make sure you come on back. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all had to bust some moves, and we'll be back. Just enjoy the boxing, man. We got a lot of it today. Sit back and enjoy it. Make sure you double tap that like button. If you are going out today, be safe. Protect your space, your peace, and be aware of your surroundings. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.